made me make the jump. So I started in real estate in 96, sold for 6 years. Then I got into the corporate side of real estate. I was at Coldwell Banker, regional trainer, director of education. And in 2005, I moved out here. A headhunter called me for Realty Executives and worked for Realty Executives in a multitude of capacities, but worked for Realty Executives, saw the run up, the run down, and the comeback. And one of the things that I had observed in that time was big boxes, real estate big boxes, were really starting to experience some exodus. If you as an agent survived 2007, 8, 9, 10, then you realized, unfortunately or fortunately, that you surviving probably didn't have much to do with your brokerage. I hate to say that because now I'm part owner in a brokerage. So I think for me, I watched all these agents question the value of big box brokerage and start to think about the fees and the value that they were getting, and realizing that they were the ones, if they survived, because holy cow, not only did we have an exodus away from big box and what was perceived as high value, right? Coldwell Banker and C21 and ERA and Realty Executives had all of this outside perceived value in the 90s and in the 2000s. So you had all of these agents who were questioning it, because if I survived, I pretty much survived by pulling myself up from the bootstraps. Yeah. So when I first met Derek and Brian, it was like, holy cow, we are literally witnessing this massive shift in mindset from the agent perspective. And the agents were wanting something really different. They were wanting massive value. They were wanting more engagement. They were wanting to feel like the brokerage was really participating in their growth. And I think if you didn't have that, mass exodus was happening. So when I met Brian and Derek, and I found out that their team was so open source and so give back, nothing was a secret, which tends to be common in traditional real estate. Like you go into your closed office and you don't give any other agent your ideas. That was really common for a while, right? Mm-hmm. So in meeting Derek and Brian and finding that their culture was very open source and very, let's just give content and let's give information, it was like, holy cow, do you know what we would have if we could take that into brokerage? And so Brian and I always laughed that it was sort of a arranged marriage, because Derek was the one who actually, first started talking to me. But I had 18 years of brokerage experience, and Brian only knew his brokerage. He only knew that experience. So we both, I think, had an idea of what brokerage could be, and how we could bring something really unique and different to the marketplace. And I know for me, coming from real estate in Southern California, I had already seen some really kitschy, hot, sticky, sexy, whatever you want to call it, boutique brokerages start to come on the scene in Los Angeles and New York. And why not do it here? So 2014, he purchased the brokerage, and I joined him in
That's cool. It seems like
he
does, and you guys just have a very good eye at noticing when trends start to shift, and that timing is everything. And if you can identify that sooner, but you bring up something very interesting. It's and this is, I've gotten not a lot, but I've gotten pushback for like this podcast and giving away our strategies and secrets, and most marketing agencies are like, no, we only keep it within.
No, do it.
Exactly, because it's funny how 98% of people won't execute on it either way, and it's like if you give them the key, chances are they're going to come to you once they try and take that key and start the car and realize that car is a little bit harder to start than you thought. And so it's amazing how giving it away actually leads to more opportunity. Is that kind of the approach that you guys took for your agents? And so I always wonder what do brokerages do for the agents? And it seems like a lot of it is helping in the growth, but that can mean a lot of things, whether it's helping them build a personal brand, produce content, have the technology tools to how to manage their leads. And so how did you guys approach that? And how did you guys, I guess, just give a little extra attention to the agents? What were those things?
those things.
I can touch on it from
Yeah.
from because I wasn't there for any of that. I didn't even know about it because I didn't know anything about real estate before I came into the company. So when I joined the company, I immediately latched on to just like the culture and how Brian and Stephanie were like, they were like mom and dad to all these people. You know, it's like the funny way to put it, but it's like so true. Like they were just there to meet every need of all the agents, and I was like, wow, like there's something really special here, just from what my understanding of how companies worked in general. It was like, this is really unique. Like they really, really care about each of the agents there. They really care about our partners. They really care about their employees. Like it's just so, they're so in tune with everything. So it's like something I noticed right away, without even knowing like what the company, how it really worked yet. So it was just really special.
I think from the beginning, Brian and I were in agreement that we wanted to attract really good human beings who B, wanted to be really good business people, or who are already really good business people that wanted to take it to the next level. And if we could participate in that, whether it's further establishing and firming up who you are as a business owner and what you offer, or it's you and an assistant and you want to grow a team, we wanted to appropriately sort of inject ourselves in how can we help, right? How can we be servant leaders, and how can we, both he and I personally, but how can we also collectively as a brokerage and as we grow, how can we all participate in elevating you, in giving you information, in giving you an idea, in looking at your business plan, and very respectfully poking around and saying, have you tried, and have you done, and have you talked to, and being a connector for them to elevate their mind and elevate kind of what they're doing in business. It's pretty cool.